Happy New Year to all my students. This is a video which I am preparing to tell you a few words at the end of at the beginning of a new year. Okay, first of all, this was a year which was full of gloom, disappointment, and sorrow, apparently. Because, yes, the year has seized away many lives, and it was a very depressing year from many aspects where many people have lost their jobs, and many incidents have taken place which have taken a toll on our emotional state. Now, the thing is that what to learn from this year? Because every cloud has a silver lining and there is light at the end of each tunnel. So, this year too, if we probe into the deep roots of the year, then we shall observe that this year too has something very important to offer to us, to teach us. So, what is that? Number one, we have learned to stay within limited resources. Remember the preliminary days of lockdown when we had to spend our days with this little rice, little potatoes, little amount of potatoes, onions that we had in our store. We could not go and dine in the restaurants. It was a year without cinema halls. It was a year without any kind of recreation that every other year is bubbling with. Like every year we go to watch movies, every year we go to dine with our friends and families, but this year was devoid of any kind of enjoyment. But did we not survive? Did we not spend our days? Yes, we did. So this year taught us one important thing is that what is the minimum thing that you need to survive? Usually what happens if we have a single car, then we start thinking, when will I have that car? If I get that car, then I will think, when will I have even better car? So this rat race, this hankering for more and more, this desire to acquire more wealth, this hankering keeps on continuing. It never lets us go, and we can never let go of it. So this two things, this bipolar thing keeps on going. Like we hanker for more and they also keep attracting us. This year taught us that no, we are capable of surviving with this much. If, trust me, if in this corona year, in this pandemic year, you were having food on your table and a job that was able to sustain your livelihood, you are the richest person on earth. And follow up from this lesson to believe one thing, that this is what you need every year for survival. But the problem is that human beings have become too much stuffed with expectations. They cannot just think that yes, life is something that can be laid in a very simple way. Complacence and contentment, these two emotions, have just eroded from the lives of human beings, living them like desserts who are always desiring for more and more and more. So this year, if not anything else, has at least injected the anecdote of complacence and contentment into our veins, which was very important to survive. It is a milestone year according to me, students. Now the thing is that, students, what do I why am I making the video? To only give you these lectures? Many of you are wondering, has ma'am made this video only to give us these lectures, nothing more? Yes, something definitely related to you people. Number one, nowadays I observe, whenever good students, the brilliant students, they're completing their education, or even the mediocre students, they're going abroad to explore more avenues. Yes, it's very good. I just support it wholeheartedly. You are most welcome to go abroad and try your luck, to explore your merit, to explore the avenues. It's very good. But what is depressing is that some are not coming back. They are taking the decision of settling abroad. Now, the thing is that, yes, India, our motherland, has raised us up with resources. You have breathed the air, you have taken in the oxygen of this motherland. Okay, all the resources of this country you have exploited to grow up. So, don't you think it is your moral obligation or your duty to serve the motherland back? Like my subject is English, I also want to go abroad, and study and explore. I also had the scope to do so by appearing for exams like GRE and TOEFL. But then something held me back. I came across many friends. I also came across many people in my graduation years who were not getting jobs just because they cannot speak the global language well. that is English. Many of them are facing harassment in their professional area due to the poor speaking capacity of the global language, that is English. So I made it a point, I made it my motto that I will devote my life to raising these people, to give my best to the grooming of speaking English. You will see that I often speak on the spoken English, because I think that everyone in India has the in Bengal especially has the capacity of speaking fantastic English. It is just the fear that is holding them back. So as an English instructor, it is my moral duty to hold the hands of these people and pull them up. If I go abroad, I will be able to settle my career well enough, good enough. But think, what will happen to these people who are technically sound, who are extremely well equipped in their own subject, but they are just facing that trouble, they are just getting harassed due to their lack of speaking capacity in English. So isn't it my duty in the as an English instructor to help these people? So I'm not saying that I have become you know all, and I know all, who knows everything about moral duties and everything, but this is what I have understood in my sweet way, my own way. Now I will tell you people also that in your subject you try to think of those ways in which you can help your own country. That is also very important. Go abroad, acquire degrees, gain more knowledge. Yes, bring them back and give back to your own country. Like Robin Hood, he used to rob the rich people and serve the poor people. Like Devi Chaudhurani, a very important character in a novel, right? So why not? That should be your spirit. Number two, we have forgotten to appreciate the tiny things. Like, how many of you have ever stood and observed a dew drop on grass? Very few of you, I guess, because that doesn't cost any price. But if you are going along a mall, if you're crossing a mall, you will stand and you will watch, oh my god, what a beautiful sari, what a beautiful toy, what a beautiful whatever, because that has a monetary value. So my request to you people is, learn to appreciate the small things of life. Learn to appreciate the priceless beauty of nature, because that is also very essential. Corona year, if not anything else, has taught us, I'm repeatedly telling you, the value of contentment and complacence. Try to apply it in every year of your life that comes ahead. Okay, don't treat 2020 as a pandemic year and segregate it from your life. It is a year that made you spiritually more enriched. It made you connected to the higher power of life. It actually gave you some spiritual wealth to appreciate what you already have without hankering for more, because rat race has become the defining spirit of human life, and it is really devastating us every day, every moment. It is gnawing into our spirit, our flesh, and it is making us feel that we are less of something, which we are not, which we are absolutely not. We must learn to praise what we have. We must learn this word called gratitude. The magic of gratitude is enormous, but we don't pay any attention to that. Gratitude is something that can change your life. Practice to meditate. When you pray, you speak to God. When you meditate, you listen to God. Meditation is more important than prayer. We often say, I pray to God, but we don't meditate. Meditation is more important than praying, right? And then then another thing that I should also tell you is that, students, treat your motherland as a living entity. We have forgotten that motherland is a living entity. We have an obligation to our motherland. You always feel sad. Many of you must be feeling sad when you think that we have to leave our mothers when we grow up and go abroad for jobs and studies. But you don't have this feeling for India, because India is not a living entity to any of you. But India is also a living entity, so we also have some moral obligation to India. So yes, go abroad, soar in the sky with your wings wide open, but please come back to your roots. That is only one thing that I would request you in this new year as your teacher, right? And another thing is that, please don't let the corona year be a segregated year, a segregated episode of life. This is a year which has taught you the most important lesson of life: to be happy. Okay, happiness is something that you can find in a very poor person, but that can be missing in a very rich person. So it is a very rare gift that some people know how to nurture in themselves. When I went to the parlor last week, the beautician told me that, you are glowing, ma'am. You are not like this even 2 years ago. Your skin was not like this. What has happened? What are you applying on the screen? on your skin. I just told the beautician that I am just applying happiness to my skin, because after starting my job 1 year ago, interaction with my students has given me this glow. So I owe my glow to my students. They are the reason why I keep smiling, why I keep glowing. It is not any scrubber, it is not any face cream or whatever people are using, sunscreen or whatever. I don't even know the names. That is not what is the kind of mystery behind why I'm glowing. It is only my job satisfaction, not the salary, not the high profile or anything of that sort, but the happiness of the work, that yes, I'm doing what I always wanted to do. Like there is a very beautiful line in that drama called Post Office, where Amol told the doiwala that you have taught me how to be happy by simply selling card, because Amol was confined and he was always feeling very sad because he was sick and he was confined in the room. So he was always feeling very sad. I cannot go out. So he said to the card man, Doiwala, Amolo Doiwala, there is an episode, I think many of you have read this drama, that you have taught me how to be happy by simply selling card. So you need to find this key to happiness in your life and you need to nurture it. And always remember, the key to happiness should not be something material. That is what Corona year taught you. Don't search for happiness in materialistic wealth. Today, say this is a mobile and this is giving you happiness. This is, say, a jewelry which is giving you happiness. Tomorrow the jewelry gets broken. Tomorrow the mobile phone gets lost. So will you not be happy? So your happiness, the source of happiness, should come from inside and not from outside. Okay, these are actually the lessons that you need to imbibe. English, history, geography, mathematics, physics, chemistry, these are found in books. You don't need anyone to guide you in that. But actually, why students are getting depressed nowadays? Class 6, 7 students are telling, ma'am, we are depressed. How do they even know the word depressed? Something is happening. They don't know, unconsciously they are getting injected by this external effects, where they are feeling that we are less of something. We are not having this, we are not having that. But it's not so. So please try to appreciate the small things in life. Learn to be grateful and learn to express gratitude. And remember that your motherland is someone, not something, where to whom you owe a duty. And very important, help people. It not only for your own good, but you should. It pays back. If you help someone, it pays back, but not only for the selfish purpose, but you should. Try to be a Santa Claus in someone's life every day in whatever insignificant way you can. Try to be a Santa Claus. Even if you are making a sad person smile, that is also a very good thing that you are doing. If you are making a sad person smile, that is also something very good. So don't think that if you are making a sad person smile and you're not giving him money, then that is not a kind of contribution. So try to utilize your best effort to help in any way, right? Be happy. Remember my words and always remember a line from Tagore that যখন পড়বে না মোর পায়ের চিহ্ন এই বাটে তখন আমায় নাইবা মনে রাখলে, যখন জমবে ধুলা তানপুরাটার তারগুলায়, কাটা লতা জমবে ঘরের দ্বারগুলায়, তখন আমায় নাইবা মনে রাখলে, তখন কে বলে গো সেই প্রভাতে নেই আমি, সকল খেলায় খেলবে যেন সেই আমি. It means when I will be no more, then I will not be there to appreciate the small things in life. Okay, but don't think that I am not there. I will still be there with all of you. So why am I telling you this line in the beginning of the year? When you have the scope, utilize the scope. Life is like a dewdrop on lotus leaf, very ephemeral, very transient. So utilize every moment. Spend every moment basking in joy and gratitude. Don't spend a single moment complaining, grudging, hankering for more. Remember to have food on your table, to have a roof upon your head, and to have a simple job is more than what you can ask for. But nowadays, the rat race culture has injected this venom of hankering for more into our veins. So we always think that what we have is not enough. Just get rid of this, be happy and glow, and try to be the Santa Claus in someone's life every day. Even if you are gifting someone with a smile, that is also not an insignificant gift. That is also very significant. It is not always money that you can help people with. You can help people with some emotional support as well. Just look for that scope and go for it. Be happy, stay safe, and have a great year ahead. And try to make the year great for others as well.